He didn't die, he got superpowers instead. People usually die when they get hit by a car, break their skull, or have strokes. I spent weeks researching and compiling 7 real stories about real people that not only survived these life-threatening accidents, but also got actual superpowers from them. One of them actually got struck by lightning multiple times. His power is actually freaking gnarly. I'll talk about him later, but let me just finish running this guy over. I bet you're in a lot of pain right now. Guess who can't still feel pain? The Human Shield. Now, in 2009, Alan Curtis broke his skull, arm, and incurred brainstem damage from a cycling accident. The accident itself, not that cool. The cool part is his power. The damage to his brain caused him to have a severe lack of temperature and pain receptors on the right side of his body. You know that new movie Novocaine? Where the main character doesn't have the ability to feel pain? So he goes all John Wick and does all this crazy stuff, frying his own hand in oil and crap. He's like half Novocaine. If he, for example, gets blasted by a flamethrower, he'll be all like, nah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Or maybe like a really cool one-liner like, that hurt, but only halfway. Call me Lactania the way I be half and half. There we go. That's a good one. His head injury likely severed or severely damaged his spinothalamic pathways, blocking pain signals from reaching the sensory part of his brain. There were some side effects to his newfound power though. He can't hear as well as he used to, and he has some slight short-term memory loss. He retained most of his motor function, the majority of his senses, and his physical capabilities, making his one of the 2 most gangsta powers in this list. Speaking of no brains, we didn't say anything about no brain. This one got his brain removed. Jody Smith, the fearless man. Jody Smith suffered from epilepsy for quite some time. Medication didn't seem to do anything for him, so naturally he removed his brain. Kind of. Doctors recommended surgery. A surgery that would go on to remove parts of his brain, such as the amygdala and the hippocampus. Both are crucial for keeping humans separate from lizards because, they're in charge of emotions, like fear. The lack of these parts removed the primal fear we experience as humans. But he's not stupid. Jody still experiences general rational cautiousness because obviously it's not safe to walk through a group of men trying to mug him, which he did. And of course, they were too surprised by his lack of fear to mug him. They left him alone. Or walking casually along a cliff's edge, which he also did. He also reported being more socially active since the surgery. But essentially, outside of logical caution of situations like, having a gun pointed to your head, he feels no actual fear. There's no feeling rising in his chest like the normal people have. If he feels as though he can survive a certain situation, he will approach the situation. He will 100% talk to women at the bar, which makes him a terrifying force of nature.